From Phuket with love. It was supposed to be just a holiday with friends. University holidays. The two most beautiful words in the English language. My name is Isaac. I was 22. Studying IT. Final exams had just ended. My best friend Marcus announced. We're going overseas. Where? Phuket. Who's going? Marcus counted on his fingers. Me. You. Kelvin. Amanda. Celeste. I nodded. Sounds fun. I had no idea. That one holiday would quietly change the rest of my life. The adventure started before we even boarded. Marcus packed 17 t-shirts. For a 5-day trip. Kelvin forgot his passport. Amanda packed enough skincare products to fill half a suitcase. Then there was Celeste. She carried one small cabin bag. Marcus stared. That's all. She smiled. I know how to pack. Marcus looked at his enormous luggage. I suddenly feel judged. Everyone laughed. After arriving in Phuket, our group split into 2 taxis. Marcus confidently announced. I know their hotel. He didn't. 20 minutes later our driver stopped outside a completely different resort. Marcus looked around. This doesn't look right. The driver smiled. Very nice hotel. It is. It's just not ours. Meanwhile, Celeste and I had followed Google Maps. We reached first. When everyone finally arrived, Celeste folded her arms. So, you still think you know Phuket? Marcus sighed. I knew eventually would find the right hotel. On the second day we booked a long-tail tour. Halfway through the journey the sea became choppy. Amanda looked pale. Marcus turned green. Kelvin refused to move. Only Celeste seemed perfectly calm. She smiled at me. You okay? I think so. You don't sound convincing. She quietly handed me some sweets. They help. I laughed. You're carrying emergency sweets. You never know. I remembered that. That evening we wandered through Phuket's famous night market. Marcus bought elephant trousers. Immediately changed into them. Kelvin stared. You look like a tourist. I am a tourist. Good point. Celeste wanted mango sticky rice. I wanted grilled squid. We somehow ended up buying both. Then sharing both. Marcus looked at us. Are you two dating already? We answered together. No la. Marcus nodded. Sure. On day 3, some wanted massages. Except Celeste and me. So, we decided to explore Old Phuket Town. 20 minutes later. We realized we had absolutely no idea where we were. Celeste laughed. We're officially lost. I checked my phone. No signal. She smiled. Adventure? I prefer organized adventure. She laughed. Eventually an elderly shopkeeper pointed us back towards the main road. Before we left he handed us 2 small bottles of water. No charge. We thanked him repeatedly. Celeste smiled. Thailand is really the land of smiles. Most people are kinder than we expect. One afternoon tropical rain poured without warning. Everyone ran for shelter. Except, there wasn't enough shelter. Celeste looked at me. We're getting soaked anyway. So, we walk. We laughed all the way back to their hotel. Marcus looked horrified. You two are dripping. Celeste smiled. We're hydrated. We still enjoyed the trip. However, back in Singapore, something had changed. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Celeste messaged. Want to try the new café? I replied. Sure. Then another café. Then cycling. Then movie visits. Then hawker food. Soon, seeing each other became wonderfully normal. The next 3 years flew by. We had graduated. Started our careers. I joined as an IT consultancy. Celeste became a psychologist. Work became busier. But somehow, we always found time. Saturday breakfasts. Sunday dinners. Late night prater. Morning walks. One evening I smiled. We've become boring adults. Celeste laughed. No. We've become happy adults. They kissed and hugged each other. Along the way, we told our parents. Both families smiled. My mum asked. So, when did this happen? Celeste answered honestly. Probably in Phuket. Dad laughed. I knew something happened. How? You came home talking about one girl for 6 months. 3 years after Phuket. Both families gathered for dinner. I stood. I've got an announcement. My younger sister whispered. Pregnant? I looked horrified. What? Celeste burst into laughter. No LAH. Mum gently smacked my sister's arm. Don't anyhow say R. I smiled. We're getting married. Everyone applauded. Then I continued. And we've decided to continue living here. Everyone became quiet. Dad blinked. With us? I nodded. You've always said this house is too big. It was true. Our home had 5 bedrooms. My grandparents had once lived with us. After they passed away, 2 rooms remained empty. Mum smiled. I've been hoping you'd say that. Celeste looked surprised. You knew? Dad laughed. Your mother has already started planning which room becomes yours and how to redecorate. One uncle asked. Why not buy your own place immediately? I smiled. We'll eventually have our own place. But right now, we enjoy living together. Mum added. We're Singaporeans. Many families stay together for years. Dad nodded. We'll all save money. And I get someone to help me carry groceries. Celeste laughed. I knew there was a hidden reason. A few nights before their wedding, Isaac and Celeste sat at East Coast Park holding hands, watching ships on the horizon. Isaac smiled. You know, if Marcus hadn't booked the wrong taxi, if we'd never wandered through Old Phuket Town and get lost, if we'd never been caught in that rain, I wonder, Celeste interrupted, we'd still have found each other. You think so? She nodded. I do. He looked at her. What made you like me? She laughed. The sweets. What? You were seasick. But you still insisted everyone else should take one first. Isaac smiled. I don't even remember that. I do. That was the first time I realized. You're the kind of person who thinks about others before yourself. He looked at her quietly. And you? What about me? I fell for the girl who laughed after getting completely soaked in the rain. Celeste smiled. I was hoping you'd say that. A few months after the wedding, life settled into a comfortable rhythm. Every morning, Isaac's mom would call from the kitchen. Breakfast. Celeste would already be helping to prepare coffee. Dad would tease Isaac. See, she has officially become my favorite child. Isaac would sigh dramatically. I brought her into the family. Dad grinned. And we thank you for that every day. The whole house filled with laughter. Sometimes people think happiness comes from having the biggest house or living the most independent life. But Isaac and Celeste discovered something different. Home isn't measured by the number of walls. It's measured by the people waiting behind the front door. And every now and then, when friends asked where their love story began, Isaac would simply smile and answer. With the wrong taxi in Phuket. Because sometimes, getting lost is exactly how you find the right person. The end. I hope you love what we brought you. This story was created by Pearl. Please remember to subscribe and like so that we can continue to create more stories.